That's a really interesting sword target. Get out of here. A random enemy unit? You mean you hit that? Bruh. Someone contact CDPR. Nerf that card ASAP. We got a sniper. That's it. More snipers have been detected. Jeez Louise. That was some serious skill, man. I guess we got to leader it right away. This is really good for sword. For us. Hey, what's up legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take the time to do so now. My next objective is to reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate your help and support in achieving that goal. So for today, I've put together a Guerilla Tactics movement list, because this leader ability did receive some changes and does seem to play better defensively than offensively. So I'm going to be testing that out here with this list. Bear in mind, also another card which will be receiving a change to this list is Geralt Igni. I am recording this deck guide and these following matches ahead of time before the patch releases, just due to time zone differences. But bear in mind, the deck should perform very well when you play it. So with the Guerilla Tactics leader, the change that we're going to be seeing is that with the order, we get to move a unit to the other row. If it's an enemy, I'm pretty sure the change is that it's going to be damaging a unit by 1. But if it's an ally, we get to boost it by 3. And we have 3 charges. So I think the way we can make leader play for the greatest value possible, we'll be utilizing it to reset Gezras to continue to boost the ranged row whenever he's on the melee row. Outside of that, our leader ability may have some synergy to help set up Geralt Igni, perhaps this sword card that you see here, and get a good haze target. So as far as the stratagem goes, I've gone with Crystal Skull. With this order, we get to boost an allied unit by 4 and give it Veil. Reason I went with Crystal Skull is that we are running a lot of effective engines in this list, so you can just give it to one of your engines, whichever one that Saskia pulls out round 1 for you, just to give it protection. So we could target the Sentry unit, Cat Witcher, and the Dryad in particular. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute the strategy for this deck. So to begin with, I've got a squirrel in this list. So with the squirrel here, it allows us to banish a card from our opponent's graveyard. We may see Sove still be replayed. So we're going to have to see how some of these techs play out as the meta unfolds. Other than that, we can simply use Squirrel to target the opponent's echo cards or anything effective that they may replay from their graveyard. We are running 2 Dryads. These cards play best when they are together on the board in the same round, because they have a very good synergy together. So every allied turn on turn N, move to the rightmost spot on this row, then boost an allied unit to the left by 1. So because of this card's ability, if we play them together, they'll basically be shifting positions at the end of every one of our turn and getting a boost for each unit of themselves. They have really good synergy with the Cat Witcher and the Sentry unit. So great to play out anytime together with those cards in this deck. We have one Pella in this list. Pella's good because it allows us to remove statuses from units. We can remove the opponent's resilience status, defender status. If one of our units gets locked or poisoned, we can use Pella that way too. In our deck to combat heavy lock decks, I have Pella and Scoia'tael because we are pretty engine heavy, and I think those matchups may be more difficult for us if we don't have ways to remove locks. Then we have two Dwarven Mercenaries. With this card, we're not looking to play this for deploy. It's just another target for Saskia to pull out to the deck through her thinning ability. So the deploy is, though, damage self by 1 for each non-dwarf unit in your hand. I think really the best way to play these cards in our list is just whenever you find them, leave them in your deck. As I said, we don't want to play them from hand because their ability may be a little difficult for us to execute effectively the way this deck is built. Then we've got two Megascopes. Megascopes are really nice in our list because the Bronze Engine cards that we have play for a really good value as a round progresses. So on deploy, you get to choose a Bronze allied unit. After 2 turns have elapsed, which is what timer 2 means, we get to spawn a base copy of picked unit on the right of Megascope. Once again, the Dryads are a really good target for Megascope. You may wish to go for a Cat Witcher or a Sentry unit. So let's try to use both Megascopes round 1 as a cheap and effective way to get round control and win that round. For some control, we've got Red Haze in this list. Choose an enemy unit, then damage 1 adjacent enemy unit by its power. Red Haze usually works really good in movement lists because the opponent will be row stacking to avoid extra damage, and that might fall into a good Haze kill. We've also got Leader that we can use to set up Haze. We can use this anytime we see fit, really. It may be a bit more of a difficult card to make work in a short round. Keep that in mind because we'll need more units. We've got Scoia'tael. It's just the counter locks. So you get to boost the unit by 5 and remove its lock. Really good against Nilfgaard Imprisonment decks. We've got two Cat Witches. At the end of your turn, move yourself to the other row and damage a random enemy unit on the opposite row by 1. When this card reaches Adrenaline 3, it plays for its greatest value possible. We get to damage a unit by 2 instead. With the bronze cards we have in this list, we kind of want to let Saskia thin out one of each copy, and then we can kind of play the other copy from hand, except for the Dwarven Mercenary, as I said, because the deploy is not really that good for us. So bear that in mind. Cat Witches are great to play out round 1 if we like. We've got double Sentry in this list. We're looking to play the Sentry range strobe because we're running a movement package. So whenever one of our allied unit moves, we get to boost it by 1 with the Sentry. We can play one Sentry out round 1 or have it thinned out round 1. And then perhaps we want to save one for when we play Gezras as well in this deck. I'm running double Bountiful Harvest. So with this card, we get to create and play a bronze Scoia'tael Elf. Then depending on the position of chosen unit, boost the leftmost random or rightmost unit in your hand by 2. The idea with Harvest is that we're going to be looking to utilize Simlas to thin both Harvest cards out from our deck. So the way Simlas works is that on deploy, you get to play all copies of a bronze special card from your deck. That card's going to be Harvest. So we always want to leave both of these copies of this card in our deck at all times. And the idea is that round 2, we can bleed into round 2, playing Simlas, double Harvest. And the nice thing about this is that it ensures extra units on the board for Gezras to boost. That's pretty much the whole idea for this play here. Moving on, we've got Lady of the Lake for consistency. On deploy, we get to play an Echo card from our deck. So in this build, we are using Lady of the Lake to draw the swords for us. Hengaith Sword and Arendite. So it's just a sure way to ensure that we get these good cards. Play Lady of the Lake as you need to. I think it's a good idea to play Lady of the Lake round 1 to go ahead and, in particular, play Hengaith Sword out round 1. We want to establish the value of this card early on in a match. To give Gezras protection and our engines, I've got Fegus, a defender unit. The order allows this card to move self to the other row, which could come in handy sometimes. Defender's really just reserved for round 2 on the bleed to give protection to Gezras in particular. And with Nilfgaard's Sword, it's an echo card, so we get to play it twice. What we do with this card is that we can do damage an enemy unit by 5. And then we get to spawn and play a base copy of the stored unit and give it Doomed. The death blow is banish the unit and store its soul in the Nilfgaard's Sword. I suggest round 1, round 2 latest, we want to play the first charge, obviously, just so we get the full value out of this card. And maybe at this time, Rune Mage is a good target. Playing for some great value, targeting that with this card. So we can play Rune Mage and maybe give Gezras some extra units to synergize with when we're playing out Gezras. And the control is nice too with this card. And then we've got Royal Decree for consistency. This card allows you to play a unit from your deck. The consistency in this deck is really good. We've got a lot of thinning. So I didn't go with a Neuromancy in this build. We will look to get Royal Decree as a way to access cards like Saskia, Simlas, Gezras, and Defender, I'd say, in particular, seems nice to me. So in this build, I'm running Geralt Igni as a Tool Punish option. So this card's, it's going to look different when you begin playing the new season. This card's getting nerfed, I would say. On deploy, destroy the highest power units on an enemy row with a total of, I think it's going to be 40 or more power. And the initiative is different too. It's not going to be 20 or more. It's going to be 25 or more. If you want to put in a different Tool Punish on in this deck in place of this, you certainly can. You could go Geralt of Rivia. You could go Heat Wave. It's up to you. Just see how the meta starts unfolding or what you think plays better. As I said, just predicting that opponents may still play Sov. Maybe Igni is still a good option. For initiative, it's still not too bad, even with a nerf. So we want to save Geralt Igni to be played either over a long round 3 or round 2 or 1 flexibly. We've got a lot of control options. Bear in mind, in a short round 3, it's a bit more hard to pull this card off because of the condition it needs. Then we've got Arendite, another Echo card. We get to play this twice. Damage an enemy unit by 0, then boost the lowest powered allied by the excess damage dealt. At the end of your turn, if you have more points than your opponent, increase the damage by 1 wherever this card is. So for the fact that we're playing this card, what we want to do with our list is always win round 1, always bleed the opponent, because that's what's going to make Arendite play for great value for us. We always want to ensure that we're playing cards each turn that keep us ahead points-wise of the opponent because we've got Arendite. And the reason I added Arendite in this deck is because it's not only good for control, but it also gives us short round 3 potential. We could use this, generate some boost for ourselves, and do some control at the same time. Try to save the Arendite charges for round 2 and 3. Then we've got Gezras. So the way Gezras works is that at the end of your turn, move self to the ranged row and boost a random allied unit on this row by 1 if it was on melee. If it was on ranged, at the end of your turn, move self to the melee row, damage a random enemy unit on the opposite row by 1. But if we play this within Adrenaline 3, which is the way we're going to look to aim to play this at best, instead of a random unit, we're affecting all units on the row. What we want to do with Gezras is initially prioritize boosting our ranged row, and we're not really so focused on doing the offensive damage. That's just an added benefit if we can get that. And whenever we get Gezras on the ranged row, when it comes back to your turn, use leader on Gezras so we can keep boosting our ranged row. Get the most value possible. We've covered Simlas. We've got Saskia in this deck as well. Saskia is great because high tempo card offers thinning and works really good with Arendite. Usually we can win round 1 on even because this card's so strong. So it's got immunity. It can't be targeted directly. With the deploy, we have met the deploy condition. We've got a number of different primary categories, so that's going to be fine. What we get to do is summon a random bronze Scoia'tael unit with a primary category that is not on your side of the battlefield from your deck to this row. So because of the way her ability works, timer 3, repeat the deploy ability and reset the timer as well. Keep that in mind. As I was saying, because of the way this ability works, we don't really want to play categories that would deny her the thinning value, right? We want to let her draw out the categories and then maybe play those categories she's already played out. So do things like play Megascope or some other cards that she's already thinned just to keep that thinning value going. And Saskia's a great card to play round 1 to help get round control. So now that I've covered the list, let me explain our execute strategy for this deck. Like I said, because we're playing Erendite and we're pretty engine focused with our list, a long round against the control deck, probably not a good idea. What we want to do really is just win round 1, bleed round 2, try to 2-0 the opponent round 2, or we can even go a short round 3 because we've got Erendite. So the way we're going to go about this would be round 1, we can play Saskia or Range Draw and just start playing out some of our bronze cards, relying round 1 to win with the bronze movement package, Megascope, Haze, just some lower costed cards. We can even play Lady of the Lake, Hengaith Sword if we have a good target. And it should really be enough to get your rank control because the movement package is a lot of tempo. Into round 2, what we want to do is just try 2-0 the opponent. So you can open up with Defender, Range Draw, Simlas, Double Harvest. We can play whatever other movement package units we didn't commit already. Play Gezras out. Pretty much just try to 2-0 the opponent using everything we have. Use Arendite, use Sword again. And we've got Geralt Igni as a final say, just to destroy some units of the opponent's side. So, hope you have fun in this new season. Thanks a lot for your time and support. Really appreciate it. Your favorite opponent? Symbiosis and Harmony is going to be a thing this season. Maybe next deck for me, Symbiosis. Yeah, true. This hand. I'll just let them go. Let them do their thing this round. We can claim one of those for sword.
Don't recognize your old mate. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
Lady of the Lake.
The righteous shall be recompensed.
Squirrel it.
She'd rather Crinfrid Reavers on us to stay here. No time to whimper. Let's go.
So they have Bowholt as well. Locations. No Saskia. We'll utilize this.
You one of us or not?
We can play this anyway to make Arendite better. And it thins the deck.
An elf, a sage, converse with an ape.
Good. Yo, what's up, 80? How are you? Looking forward to the new season? Dun, 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 dun. That's nice. The haze. Probably not. If it's a long round, Igni could still be okay. You think the Yoda nerf is good? It's quite a big change, isn't it? I think that's everything we need. Cool. So we just use leader to kind of fend off units. This is actually a strong round for us because we have Saskia as well.
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Grimfrid Reavers.
Oh, we have a Dryad in there to thin out, do we? What else do we have? Okay.
Chaos and Shay.
Yep.
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Grimfrid Reavers. Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
Arrow died on 7. Wow. Leaving it.
Art thou worthy?
Shouldn't have left it, man.
Let's go.
I'm kind of a bit cautious of our row space, huh? Because we're thinning with this.
I prefer L.
I think we let Saskia pull out the Dryad. Oh, renew. Crap.
Yes, they're quite lucky on their missing dissection. With a Grinfrid Reavers.
You see, I'm not so between your teeth, that's it.
Wow. Movement package is strong.
The Grinfrid Reavers on a bit at stake here. This is no time to whimper.
My goodness. Oh, really? Gezras is safe?
There's a great deal to be learned. Yeah, I worked there. Better than working with humans.
Whoa. Oh, 777?
Let's go.
Yo, they ain't got no Igni, right? They're not like that.
Magic is a curse, blessing and broken. First, you must learn to fletch.
We can Igni now.
My home is wherever the road takes me.
Is that a good idea to Igni? Or am I giving him space? If I Igni. Igni the melee. Wait, are we still thinning? A dwarven mercenary? No. At least this can take damage from Reavers a bit. That's psycho. Wow, we really handled them, honestly. Nice, nice. That's great. Because sometimes I forget that. I get too consumed with the match. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, join the Discord, friends. Be nice to have you there with us. You think NG Knights will be good? Why is that? Because of the changes to the tool punish?
Hold the line! The best speckers are companions.
Oh, Office, do you want to do your custom card like in the Discord off stream, or let me look at it now? What do you prefer? You want to do it now? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I worked with humans. Better than working with humans.
Yeah, no problem. Um, how do we get it exactly? Because I got links disabled in chat. That's why I usually do it off stream. I just remembered, yeah.
The realm of the living severs your chain. Abandon now your mortal stain.
Whisper. Okay. Well, you send it to me, Lemon. You could even do it now, like, just have it ready or whatever. Just, you can send it straight in the chat, can you? Yeah, cool. Let's just do that then. Probably easier.
Style. That's right. I like fighting with style.
Look at Ash. Yo, Ash, I'm versing your favorite deck. Wow, Fringilla?
Wield my magic as if it were your own.
Nah, mate, we out. When we see some black magic going on, we out of here. Will still be super strong? You think so?
And the sword.
It's getting nerfed. Yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Good to see you here. Play a bronze unit from your hand. Draw a unit of your choice. Destroy opponent. 5. Loving the spotters.
Sharpen the bolt, boys.
That's a lot of damn tempo. And a cooldown of 8.
You are no lunatic of mine.
Target it with a special. Not in this case. Movement. Maybe. Maybe we do that.
I'll feed you to the crows.
We do have Dryad. Megascope. Okay. We might get hit with more locks. That's my concern. Maybe. If I don't block it. Lock my defender all you want. Yeah, it's got to be Lady of the Lake into Sword. I know I can't play this, but it's what we're going to go for anyway. Isn't it? I think so.
Watery tart. I'll show you.
Or unless we go there. And keep that. That's pretty good too. Probably a better sword target. Because it might help us find something. Looks like we got everything anyway. Probably not the haze. Just get a sentry and we should be okay. You're gonna be hearing a lot of Dol Blathanas in a second. Let's probably bait some locks out and then save this. Oh yeah, you're doing that. You can also consider getting rid of that while we can. So draw a card, then play a card.
With pleasure.
Just one more feather, and we're done.
You bet, Ash. Yeah, give me a nice Igni. We keep playing ahead for Arendite. Give me a good old fashioned Igni. Mate, that is value. I want to stay ahead. Have them thinking I'm going to Yerd and range throw. We're playing psychological tactics now. Yes, I have Yurden. That's such a consistent leader they went with. Lucky I got Squirrel. Honestly.
You see?
There we go. What about moving the 7-pound Nausicaa range throw for an Igni? Speaking of it.
Not your lucky day.
I beg to differ.
There's a great deal.
Unless you got Yerden on top of it. Well, they changed it the way they did. Think it's odd. What's your thoughts on Soph change? Oh!
Truly electrified.
26 back there, huh? Move this here. Get 7/7 Igni. On the next turn. Arendite, where then? Maybe this? Actually, we'll leave that for Gizras. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay. Well done.
Any last words?
That's not bad against that deck, man. Honestly. That's the last time I'm going to be seeing you. That's the last time, man.
Beast or man makes
And still. Yes. This is pre-patch. Remember that. Pincer. Pincer maneuver. That's it. Dozen, what deck are you looking to make? What's going to be your first deck for the new season? Tell me.
come here to build sandcastles.
I'm excited to know. What you got in mind, man? Did your faction get buffed, Dozen? Not really, huh? Thanks a lot for the follow. Appreciate it. I think your faction just got nerfed, Dozen, wasn't it? Is your thought to use the... Yes, yes, yes. This is my... This deck that I've made is tailored for the new season we're going into. Keep that in mind, right? This is what I'm kicking it off with. I'm just playing it now because of time zone differences. When patch gets released, it's like late for me and stuff. Doesn't really work with my upload schedule. That's why I'm doing it like this. It's usually like that for me every patch because of the time zone. But yeah, I still wanted to get something out. So bear in mind, this deck will be effective more even than what you're seeing here. New season, a few hours.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
Got a 10 back there, 10 here. Nine. I don't think it needs more Dozen. It's just unlucky. Because when you see the amount of thinning we got, it's a lot. We have Saskia that thins, Simlas thins, we got Lady of the Lake. It's a lot of thinning. I think it just happens like that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns? No, it was stick together.
Yeah. Oh!
Checkmate.
Are we gonna do it? Sword value? It's gotta hit it for sure. Man, all I need to do is put one sentry down and we're getting so much value out of these cat witches. Yes! We called it. Yes, yes, yes.
What can I do for you?
There's a tempting potential Igni back there, but nah, I better save Igni. I better save it. I like it. We're out here doing the Lord's work. I'm telling you.
You should. I'm not sure
That's a great pass. A lot of spores. Yeah, it's a nice tech, isn't it, man? 4 provision cost. And it's probably going to be a boosty meta, huh? Maybe we'll see a lot more of these boost decks because of the changes to Jörden and all that. Oh, crap. So... maybe I should wait to play that. Because I could pull units that are damage or whatever. We want this for Gezras maybe though. He's in deck.
first. You must learn to fletch.
Oh, unlucky. What in the world? What is happening?
Kind devils. Hungry like a wolf, I am.
This is most interesting.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a dwarf.
Oh yeah. That'll do. Oh, double action? We don't really need the roast stack for
Splendid crops
both.
this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
I think we're just bleeding a bit. Opponent play Draug. I don't really have a good target to hit with this. Come on, Aaron Diet. We're counting on you. It's gonna be Draug? Yeah? $26 points.
Fighting spirit, what need ye to flee this world ever free?
Aaron died on 7.
Welcome back, Geralt of Rivia. The soil is fertile with magic, and dead to one.
One more card and then pass.
First to make a noise is first to make.
Any last words?
I don't like Igni in a short round. No. It's always sketchy. I'd rather just play it out now. Maybe push some other good things. I think we bled out a good combo. We need Gezras. Yes. Okay, and Sentry. We got a lot of control, man. 1, 2, 3. This.
Coat of arms is nothing you choose. Dare not mock mine.
What are you gonna play there?
Was it so plowing crummy in Nilfgaard?
Offensive, defensive, Gezras. Let's see. I'm worried about Red Haze. Because they have Defender. Pride? They're gonna play Pride here for crew? No?
There's a great deal to be learned.
Erudite the Defender?
You must stop, please.
Ah, crap. Maybe we do that. £18 out of Igni range.
We'll uphold the knightly values that define us. That is our quest.
Oh, I messed up on the sword, eh? Crap. I completely forgot. Yeah. I completely forgot, man.
Do not test my patience.
That cost me the win. Yeah. 2 points, right?